then she needs therapy.
Oh, okay. I think this is it. Yeah, this is it. Good job.
People are multifaceted.
Good job. All right, start from the beginning if you can.
Do you want to know one of the saddest realizations I recently had?
Sorry,
was that
so
as a
loud.
liberal woman, it is really hard to find a man who is willing to play the more traditional masculine role in the relationship in today's day and age, who is not a conservative. A man who wants to pay on the first date, who wants to open your door, who has that want and desire to take care of you and to provide, who is not a conservative. And obviously, as a liberal woman, I do want to be respected for my independence, and I do want to have my own autonomy in the relationship and not be confined or conform to the traditional female homemaker, childbearing role. And most of the men that I've dated who do have that more natural provider masculinity about them are normally conservative. So I don't really know what to do because I don't want to compromise my morals and values just to find a man. But am I asking to have my cake and eat it too?
Yes.
Do you want to know one of the sad...
Wait, you disagree? This is your position.
No, I just disagree with her. Like, I don't know how she's having a hard time finding a guy to take her out on a date and treat her nicely. I don't know.
Hold on.
That's not what she said.
They're all abusive.
Wait, hold on. Just a question.
She said pay on the first
Just
date.
a question. If a guy doesn't pay for a girl on the first date, is that treating her poorly?
No.
Treating her not nicely? Well, you said treating her nicely.
Well, she said two things, right? She said that he doesn't pay for the date and whatever, then also he takes care of her and he whatever does.
Well,
So
yeah,
like a traditionally masculine man.
Yeah,
Right,
she speaks
I
specifically about masculinity, right?
Well, I don't know.
She says it's really hard to define masculine.
Are you suggesting
men.
that liberal men cannot care about their?
Well, we're not saying. I'm not. Listen. Whenever you build anything that I say into a monolith, right? You can if you want, but I'm just always going to point out to you that I don't ever say all. Never saying all.
Okay.
We're talking in generalities
saying
here.
Most liberal men.
I wouldn't even say most. I would just say that there's a lot more men who follow a conservative ideology who probably come off as being more traditionally masculine. And this is what seems to be what we receive when we talk to women, and we do those polls where we never ask anybody anything, but we do. And when we do, they seem to claim the same thing, that conservatives have more traditionally masculine features and values.
See, you just referenced something I said before, but I said that about Christianity, not about women.
I think most liberal men are now women also. So
no, I think most liberal men are still able to do.
What is a woman?
A lot of things. No. However, I think a lot of women want. I don't subscribe to this, but I think a lot of women want somebody who's extremely dominant and, does lead them in all of these different facets.
But then they call it toxic masculinity, and they say it's yuck.
A man that wants to lead is not toxic masculinity.
I love the
I
toxic
just said I
masculinity.
don't subscribe to it, right? I don't want that. I want somebody who views me as equal and treats me properly, and
But you
I don't want
though.
somebody.
You don't really.
I do though.
But you said you want the initial months of the relationship.
No, the first date he can pay for.
It sounded like there was more stuff than that.
The first date he can pay for. If we go out on another date after that, and then he takes me on like 3 or 4 dates, and he's constantly paying, at some point I'm going to be like, listen, I think we should split, right? I think it's fair.
I'll give you that.
Or would you pay?
You wouldn't pay?
No, I would split with him.
Okay,
Why wouldn't you pay?
Why? It's equal. I'm just sorry. You
Maybe
said you're contradicting.
What do you mean?
Meaning you give 100% of what you can give, and the man gives 100% of what he can give. But we're not equal. Like they said about the war thing. Like you're not going to want to get drafted to war. You're not going to want to spend all your money.
You'd flee.
Yeah, I would leave the country.
Okay, so
I wouldn't blame a man for leaving the country.
Okay,
either.
so on the
Would
first
you consider him
date,
masculine?
I mean, no, but I wouldn't blame him, and I'd still marry him.
But
you know
that's
what I mean?
toxic.
No, it's not.
How's it not toxic?
Because you're asking me if I would consider it masculine according to your definition of masculine.
Your
right?
definition of masculine.
My definition of masculine, then no, I don't.
Then
think
what's
it's
your
not
definition? I
masculine.
would just gotta know. What do you think the difference is from your definition of masculine to mine?
Dark Omen 42 donated $200. For a generation of women that can't seem to find a good man, they sure spend a lot of time married and or pregnant. If you don't trust a man, why the hell would you marry him?
I agree. That's valid.
I agree.
Well put.
Why are you dating
Well
him in the
put.
first
Dark
place?
Omen 42. Thank you, man.
I don't know. You see
Appreciate
a red
it.
flag, you should leave.
okay, I have a question about equality. So you're on the first date. I don't care who pays. On the way home, you get a flat tire. Do you equally go out and change the tire?
No, whose car is it? Oh wait.
Oh my gosh.
It's your car.
It's your car.
If it's my car, then I'm changing the tire.
Oh my word.
You can't change a tire.
Oh.
I've changed my own tires.
Can you change a tire?
I misunderstood the question. I thought you were asking who's paying for the tire.
Can you change the tire?
No, I'm
no,
not
I
changing
said
the tire.
who's changing, who's getting out in the rain and changing the tire.
I did not realize what you meant.